Happy New Year, and welcome back to our countdown of the top 10 best new TV shows of 2019. Now, a couple of days back, with a lot of streaming in the mix, we gave you the first half of that list. And on the first day of 2020, here are the top 5. However, before we go there, in this year of election, let's take a breather to acknowledge some other freshmen that had a damn fine first run last year, like Netflix Deadly Crime and the Ricky Gervais created Afterlife, the sadly departed Deadly Class on Sci-Fi, HBO's often harrowing Our Boys and its hilarious A Black Lady sketch show, and Adult Swim's Primal. With that, let's get back to our primary focus and number 5 on our top 5 of 2019, and that's OWN's David Makes Man.
David, why did you do this?
We was broke. I was just trying to stop this, make it easier.
Stepping out this August, the Michael B. Jordan and Oprah Winfrey produced drama from Moonlight co-writer Terrell Alvin McCraney was a coming-of-age Sunshine State set drama that took its viewers to whole new places and shape-shifted with a driven sense of purpose and passion for an awkward but talented boy played magnificently by Akil Maddow, trying to find a place in at least one of the many worlds he feels he doesn't fit into. Talking about new worlds, feeling much like a documentary than a drama now after the results of last month's UK election, Russell T Davies's BBC and HBO dystopian family drama of the near future, Years and Years, is our pick for the number 4 slot in the 10 best new TV shows of 2019 and maybe beyond.
Look at the state we are in. God knows we need to shake things up. So I propose that in order to vote, every British citizen must take an IQ test.
What did she just say?
Are you saying that some people are too stupid to vote?
I've got you listening now, haven't I?
Told through the lens, lives, and technology of a multi-generational Manchester family and a power-hungry populace played by the great Emma Thompson over the tumultuous post-Brexit period of 2019 to 2034, Years and Years may have wrapped up its June 24th premiering 6-episode run a little too tightly, but the road getting there was glorious and frightening at the same time. For our third best show of the tumultuous year that has just passed, we have another tie. That's the miniseries of the Craig Mazin-created Chernobyl from HBO and Netflix 8-part Unbelievable.
See, a just world is a sane world. There was nothing sane about Chernobyl.
Both diving into some of the worst tendencies of bureaucracy and the most terrible acts of human beings, both the Stellan Skarsgård, Jared Harris, and Emily Watson-led show about the 1986 catastrophic explosion of a Soviet nuclear reactor and the fallout, literal and figurative, that followed, and the Toni Collette, Merritt Wever, and Caitlin Dever of Booksmart acclaim starring show based on the Pulitzer Prize-winning 2015 article An Unbelievable Story of Rape, and the This American Life episode Anatomy of Doubt, are messy in a complex way, revealing grim and great, and worth watching again and again.
He brought a blindfold, but nothing to tie her with. Would a shoelace even hold her?
You think Marie made up the attack?
I'm pretty positive that it happened.
Which now brings us to our top 2 new shows of 2019. And I have to tell you, it was very hard to make the call as to which one would be number 1, as both are truly some of the best of any medium of any year. Now, you may disagree with me, but my call is the Damon Lindelof HBO series Watchmen, based on Alan Moore and David Gibbons' iconic comic series of the same name, in second place.
We convinced ourselves that they were gone, but they were just hibernating. They came for everybody. Oh, please.
Are we safe?
Whether or not the Regina King-led Watchmen actually comes back for another season, with or without the lost EP at the helm, the 9-episode examination of African-American history, white supremacy, and the superhero mythology, to put it very mildly, of a few of the big ideas at play here, that debuted on October 20th and explosively concluded on December 15th, was an often mind-bending and genre-bending sight to behold that will surely stand the test of time, like the 1980s source material it drew from. Now, Watchmen is something to watch over and over again for its many levels and much more, as is our number 1 new show of 2019, the Ava DuVernay created When They See Us.
Who you were in the park with?
I don't know names. I just got lost.
Where did you see the lady?
One lady.
The female jogger was severely beaten and raped.
Every black male who was in the park last night is a suspect. I need all of them.
Directed and co-written by the Oscar nominee, Netflix's Emmy-winning limited series based on the false prosecutions and internment of 5 Harlem young men of color for a brutal rape that shocked New York and the nation 30 years ago is brutal, plain and simple. And if you want to get inside the injustice that was perpetrated on these men, their families, and their community, and the greater injustice that infects and informs so much of the America we are, were, and want to be, watch When They See Us. It is DuVernay at the height of her considerable powers so far, and has magnificent performances wall to wall from the likes of that Emmy winner, Jharrel Jerome. Sadly, this is a story for the ages so far, and one that you have to see for the year that has just passed to get a sharper eye on the one that has just started. And yes, that's a Donald Trump reference, so go figure it out. Welcome to 2020. Star Trek Picard is coming, and so is an election that may truly define this nation for decades to come. As Jean-Luc would say, engage, people, engage.